onto your mat. If you bring the soles of your feet together, please put blocks underneath your knees to support your knees. Perhaps just slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And then turn your palms up to face the ceiling. Roll the shoulders back and down. And close your eyes. And bring your awareness to your breath. And then bring your awareness to your body. Notice the parts of the body that are touching the mat or that are supported by props. Notice the temperature of the room. And feel the air as it moves across your bare skin. Notice the sounds in the room and maybe outside the room. Notice the smells. Taste in your mouth. And the light behind your eyes. Take your tongue just behind your lower teeth to release your jaw. Now begin to deepen your breath. Imagine drawing the breath from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. From the crown of your head down to the base of your spine. And as you breathe from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, imagine filling the front body by first bringing the breath into the belly, and then from the belly into your ribs, and from the ribs into your chest. And when you reach the crown of your head, pause and exhale in one breath, letting the back body release and let go. Inhale, beginning at the base of the spine, fill the belly, the ribs, the chest. Bring the breath to the top of it, to the crown of your head. And then exhale in one breath. Let the back body release and let go. Take a few more breaths using that technique. Do one more round of this 3-part breath. And then bring your feet flat to the floor. And gently rock your knees from side to side. You don't have to go too far, just beginning to warm up the back of or your lower back, across the top of the glutes and across the sacrum. And then extend your legs and extend your arms and stretch the arms away as you press gently down with your heels and out through the soles of your feet. And then bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale and reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Again, press down through the heels, out through the soles of your feet. Reach your fingertips away, do a pelvic tilt, and bring your arms down by your sides. And then take the arms up again, reach them up, stretch away, and then bring your arms up towards the ceiling with your hands, with the arms far enough in front so you see the back of your hands. Open and close the hands, working all the joints and the fingers and the thumbs. And today, tuck your thumbs underneath your fingers, make a loose fist, make some circles with your wrists, and then pause and go the other way. Put your palms up to the ceiling and point the left fingertips down, keep the right palm up, and then switch, press the left palm up, right fingertips down. And switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Take both palms up and fingers down and just wave the hands a couple times. Bring the palms together and interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Bring the backs of your hands to your chest. Press your palms away. Bring the backs of the hands in and reach your arms up. And then take your folded hands behind you. Press the palms away. Press out through the soles of your feet. Release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers, and bring the arms up to the ceiling with the palms facing one another this time. And shrug the shoulders up off your mat and place them down. Shrug the shoulders up off the mat. Place them down. Shrug your shoulders up and place them down. Hold on to opposite elbows. Let your arms hover just above the ribs and make some circles with your arms to lubricate your shoulders. And then slide your arms to the left and take your gaze right. Slide your arms right, take the gaze left. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. And refold your arms, bring the other one in front, lower the arms down, and then make circles in the other direction. Slide your arms right, and then take the arms left. Reach your arms to the ceiling, reach the arms behind you, stretch the body, do a pelvic tilt, and then exhale your arms down by your sides. And then scrunch and spread your toes. Point the right toe, flex the left foot, and then point the left foot, flex the right. And switch, 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 and switch. Point both toes, flex the feet, and do a couple of times, point and flex. This helps to keep the ankles lubricated, but also helps to strengthen the muscles around the ankles. And then make some circles with your ankles. And go the other way. Bring your big toes in to touch. And then take the pinky toes to the floor. Windshield wipe your legs. And then slide your heels, tap the backs of the legs. Bend your knees and either roll to one side or press down into the mat. Your hands come up to your hands and knees. And once you're on your hands and knees, press the hips back just a little bit, not all the way to child's pose. Round your back. And then lift your chest and round your back. And lift your chest and round the back. And lift your chest and take your right leg out behind you, rock your toes. Press your heel to the wall to stretch your calf, the Achilles tendon, and the plantar tendon. And then lift your right leg up, cross it over the left. Press your toes down into the mat, lift your thigh, turn your shoulders to the left. Come back to the middle and then take your left leg out behind you, rock your toes. And press your heel to the wall. And then lift the left leg up, cross it over the right. Press the toes down, lift up your thigh, turn the shoulders to the right. And then come back to the middle, round your back. And lift your chest. And then come back to a neutral spine. Come on down onto your mat. If you have a bolster, bring the bolster to the top of your mat. Otherwise, use your blanket or a pillow underneath your head. And come on back down onto your back. And when you come down onto the mat, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Walk your hands down towards your feet. And then press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor by doing pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. And bring your knees into your chest, rock them in and out. And then take the knees wide and rock in and out. And then keep the knees close to the ribs and rock from side to side. And then bring the knees back to about hip distance apart and let your knees fall away. And then bring them in and let the knees fall away. And bring them in. Hold on behind your knees, take your feet halfway up so that the soles of your feet point towards the wall in front of you and rock your thighs in and out. And then take the feet up a little higher, maybe the soles of the feet reach towards the ceiling, rock your thighs in and out. And then stretch both legs up. Press through the balls of your feet, spread your toes, and then relax the feet, and then bring your right thigh into your ribs, keep the left leg extended, and now stretch the right leg up, bring the left thigh in, and then right thigh in, left leg long, and switch. So imagine that you're on a stair climber, or you're just climbing the stairs. So this is the action you want with your legs. And then stretch both legs up and take the legs wide and use your hands to bring them in. And then take the legs wide and bring them in. And take the legs wide and bring them in. Bring your feet to the floor. Extend your arms and legs and stretch the body. And bring your left thigh in close to your ribs and rock it in and out.
And then hold on to the top of the left knee with your right hand and draw your left knee over to the right shoulder. And then bring your left knee to the left shoulder. Come back to the middle and make circles with your left hip. And then pause and go the other way. Bring your thigh into your ribs and stretch the leg up. Bend and straighten your leg. And then keep a bend in your knee and rock your thigh in and out. And then keep that bend in your knee. Bring your thigh towards your ribs. Walk your hands up to your ankle or your shin, wherever you can reach. And then stretch the back of your leg. Point through the ball of your foot. Bring the arch of your left foot to the right knee. Keep the toes pointed down towards the right foot. And then draw your knee over to the right. Come back to the middle, extend your arms and your legs and stretch your body, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your right thigh in close and rock your right thigh in and out. Hold on to the top of the right knee with your left hand, bring it across to your left shoulder. And then take the right knee to the right shoulder. Come back to the middle and make circles with your right hip. And pause and then go the other way. Bring the thigh into your ribs. And then reach your leg out. Hold on behind your thigh. And then bend and straighten your leg. And then keep your knee bent and just rock your thigh in and out. Again, this is all warming up the glutes and the hamstrings. And then keep your thigh at your ribs. Walk your hands up to your shin or your ankle, and then straighten your leg. Press through the ball of your foot. And then bring the arch of your right foot to your left knee. Keep the right toes pointed towards the left foot, and then take your knee over to the left. Come back up to the middle, bring your feet to the floor, arms down by your sides. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and rock your knees from side to side. And then pause. Take the left shin over the right knee. Use your left hand to roll open your left hip. Bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. Keep your knees hugged in and take them a couple inches over to the right. Come back to the middle, lower your right foot to the floor, cross the left leg all the way over. Bring your knees in towards your chest, soften your belly. And then lower the right foot to the floor. Take your left hand out to a T with the palm facing down. And then take your knees all the way over to the right, and you can take your gaze over the left shoulder or keep it up at the ceiling. Come back up to the middle. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Rock your knees from side to side. Bring your feet together, hip distance apart, and then take your right shin over the left knee. Use your right hand to roll open your right knee and hip, and then bring the knees into the chest and rock them in and out. Keep the knees hugged in and take them over towards the left shoulder. And then come back to the middle, lower the left foot to the floor, cross the right leg all the way over. Bring your knees into the center and rock them in and out. And then lower the left foot to the floor. Take your right arm out to a T with the palm down, and then take your knees all the way over to the right. Again, you can either keep the gaze at the ceiling or look out over your right shoulder. Come back up to the center. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Rock your knees from side to side. You can go a bit deeper now. Take the knees all the way over to the left. And gently press your right knee down towards the mat. And then come back up to the center. Take the knees all the way over to the right. And again, gently press the left knee down towards the floor. Come back up to the center, extend your arms and extend your legs, point toes, do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, and roll to one side. Come up to hands and knees. And as you come onto your hands and knees, round your back and lift your chest. And round your back and lift your chest and round your back and lift your chest and come back to a neutral spine. Take the right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at the mat, draw the navel up and in, and reach the arm and leg away from one another, and then lower down. Take the left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. And left arm, right leg. And lower. Take your right leg out to the right side. About as high as your hip. And then reach up with your right arm. Sweep the right arm down underneath your left. And then inhale, come up. Sweep the arm down and under. And inhale, reach up. One more time, sweep the arm down and inhale, reach up. And then bring the hand back and the leg back. Take your left leg out behind, out to the side. Reach up with your left arm and sweep the left arm down underneath the right. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, sweep the arm down and under. Inhale, reach up and sweep the arm down and under. Inhale, reach up. Come back to table. Press your hips back for extended child's pose. And then slowly come up to sit on your heels or sit on a block. So you can take a block and bring it right between your ankles and sit back on the block, or you can use 2 blocks or a blanket. We're only going to be here for a couple seconds, not too long. Reach up with your left arm And reach over to the right. And then come back, reach up with the right arm and walk over to the left. Come back up to the center, take the arms up, interlace your palms, press them up to the ceiling. Exhale, lower your arms and round your back. And lift up. And round your back. And lift up. And round your back. And lift up. Release the arms down, roll your shoulders. And then go the other way. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a ha. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And then come forward. Set your block aside. If you're using a blanket on your mat, you can just remove the blanket. Take your blocks to the top of the mat. And then press your hips back just a bit. And then come forward, turn your inner elbows forward, lower your hips and lift your chest. Good. And then press back. Come forward, turn the inner elbows forward, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. And then press back to child's pose. And one more time, come forward. Lower the hips, roll the inner elbows forward, lift your chest. And if you want to try, you can press the feet down into the mat, lift up your thighs. And then lower the thighs, press back to child's pose. Come forward. And step your feet forward to forward fold. Bring the weight of the body onto the balls of your feet. Your blocks are out in front of your feet and your blocks are underneath your shoulders. Bend and straighten your knees. And then bend your knees a lot, bring the weight of the body into the heels for ski jump. And then straighten your legs. Bend your knees. And then straighten and fold forward. One more time, come into ski jump pose. And then press down and straighten your legs. Now, when I say straighten the legs, I don't mean for you to lock your knees. You keep them with a slight little bend. And then hold on to opposite elbows and rock from side to side. And then bend your knees and inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, place your hands on the mat, step your feet back for downward dog. Glide forward to plank, lower your knees, turn your inner elbows forward, lower your hips and lift your chest. Good. Curl your toes, press back up for downward facing dog. Look forward to your hands and walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and plant your hands and step your feet back for downward dog. Glide forward to plank. Lower your knees, turn the elbows forward and lift your chest. Curl your toes, press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands and step or walk your feet forward or forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. And exhale your arms down by your sides. Bend your knees and roll your shoulders. Inhale up and exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale up. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach your arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your right foot back, and stay up on your right toes. Come up to bring your hands on your thigh. That's it, and then reach your arms up for Crescent Lunge. Straighten your front leg and lower your arms. And then bend your front knee, reach your arms up. Straighten the front leg, lower your arms. Reach the arms up and bend your knee. Straighten your leg, lower your arms. Bend your knee, reach up. Take the left arm forward and right arm back. Good. And then reach the arms up. And take the right arm forward, left arm back. Reach the arms up. Hinge forward at your hips. Bring your hands to the floor. And in a couple steps, bring the right foot forward to forward fold. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, and step your left foot back. Slowly come up, bring your hands to your right thigh. Good. And then reach your arms up. Crescent Lunge. Straighten the right knee, lower your arms. Bend the knee and reach up. Straighten your leg and lower your arms. Bend your knee, reach up. Straighten the leg and lower. Bend and reach up. Take your right arm forward, left arm back. Reach your arms up. And take the left arm forward, right arm back. And reach the arms up. Hinge forward. Bring your ribs to your thigh. Bring your hands to the floor. And in a couple of steps, step forward to forward fold. Good. And then inhale, come all the way up. Reach your arms up. Exhale your arms down by your sides. And come to the center of your mat. Bring your blocks to the back edge of your mat. And then bring your hands to your hips. Step your feet wide. Turn your left toes out to 90 degrees and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee, turn your toe towards the pinky toe, and then straighten your leg and reach your arms out to a T. Relax your shoulders. Reach with your left arm, bend into your left hip, and reach and bring your hand to your shin or to a block, and then reach the top arm up if you're able. Otherwise, you can keep your hand at your hip. Good. Press down through your feet, reach up with the top arm. Reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with the back arm. Bend your left knee. Look out over your left fingertips. Straighten the front leg, reach your arms up. And then bend and lower the arms. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach your arms up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and lower. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, turn your feet. Turn the right toes out, turn your left toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh to the pinky toe side, straighten your leg. Reach the arms to a T, relax your shoulders. Reach with the right arm, bend into your right hip, bring your hand to your shin. Back hand can be either here at your hip or up. Good. Press down into your feet, reach up with the top arm, and reverse your triangle. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your back arm and then bend your right knee. Look out over your right fingertips. Straighten the front leg, reach your arms up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, reach up, stretch the arms up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and lower. Reach back with your back hand. Straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn your feet. And then bend your knees. Good. Reach up with the arms and straighten the legs. And then bend. Reach up. And bend. Lift. And bend. And reach. And bend. And reach. Bend your knees, bring your arms to cactus arms, and bend to the right. And then bend left and right and left. And then just twist the torso to the right and back and left and back. Right and back and left and back. Bring your hands to your knees. Straighten the legs. Inhale up with a slight back up. Before we do that, grab a block. Good. Take it to the height that you need. Inhale, reach, lift up the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your hands to your block. Bend your knees and look up with a flat back. And straighten your legs and look through. Bend your knees and look up. Straighten the legs, look through. Bend your knees, look up. Straighten your legs. Bring your block to the lowest level if you can, or come to the floor. And then reach up with the left arm and lower. And reach up with the right arm and lower. And left, and lower, and right, and lower. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs. Roll yourself up, heel toe or hop your feet together. And then come to the top of your mat, reach your arms up. and fold forward. Bend your knees and step your feet back. Come down onto your knees. And then slide the legs to one side, roll onto your hip, and take your legs out in front of you. Keep a block close by. And then hold on behind your knees and roll yourself down. Bring your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then rock from side to side. And then bring your feet to the floor. Press your feet into the floor. Press the lower back into the floor by doing the pelvic tilt. And release. Press your feet. Press the back into the mat. And release. And press your feet. Press the back into the mat. And release. Press your arms down into the mat, press the shoulders and the feet into the mat, lift your hips. And then slowly roll down. Press your arms, press the feet into the mat, float the thighs up. And lower down. Let's do a little flow on this, a little dynamic bridge. So when you lift the hips, we'll take the arms up. So press the arms down, press the feet down, lift your hips, and then reach your arms up. And then exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Press down through the feet, lift your hips, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. One more time, press the feet down, lift up your hips, take the arms up overhead, pause here for a moment with the almost pressing into your shoulders, and then exhale, lower down, extend your legs, extend your arms, point your toes and stretch the body. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, take a block. Lift your hips and place the block right underneath your sacrum. And then extend your right leg down on the mat. So you get a nice stretch in the front of your hip. And then bring the right leg back and then stretch the left leg down onto the mat for stretch in the front of the left hip. And then come back. If you're able, slide both feet down. If not, just do one at a time. And then bring both legs back. Bring your left thigh into your chest. Stretch the left leg up. Flex your foot. And then lower your left leg down towards the floor. Let it hover above the mat. Bring your thigh to your ribs. Stretch the leg up. Lower your leg down towards the floor. Bring your thigh in. Stretch the leg up. Lower the leg down. Bring your thigh in. Stretch the leg up. Lower down. I think we have one more. I lost count. Bring your thigh in. Stretch the leg up and lower the leg down. And then bring your left foot to the floor. Bring your right thigh into your chest. Reach the right leg up. Flex your foot. Lower the leg down. Let the heel hover. And then bring the thigh into your ribs. Stretch the leg up. And lower down. Bring the thigh to the ribs. Stretch the leg up. Lower the leg down. Thigh to the ribs. Stretch the leg up. Lower down. Last one. Thigh to the ribs. Stretch your leg up. Lower the leg down. And then bring the right foot to the floor. Press your feet down into the mat, lift your hips, slowly, and remove the block, and then slowly lower down. Bring your feet together. Bring your knees together. Take your arms out to your sides with your palms facing up. Do a pelvic tilt. And let your knees come over to the left and take your gaze right. Come back up to the middle. Do a pelvic tilt. Take your knees to the right and gaze left. Inhale up, pelvic tilt. Take the knees left, gaze right. Inhale to the middle, pelvic tilt. Keep the knees right and gaze left. Do a couple more rounds, one breath for each movement. And one more round. Bring your knees back to the center, extend your legs, reach with your arms, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt, stretch the body, and then exhale your arms down by your sides, and you can prepare for Shavasana. So you can take whatever position you like best for Shavasana, maybe a blanket or a bolster under your knees. You can even put the blocks under your knees if you like, a pillow under your head. As you rest down in Shavasana, bring your awareness back to your breath. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And with every exhalation, imagine that you become heavier and heavier, resting into the mat. Feeling every muscle release and let go. Feeling every bone be heavy. Imagine that gravity is keeping you attached to the floor. Let your legs be heavy and relaxed. Let your hips be heavy and relaxed. Let go of the muscles in the belly. Let your shoulders be relaxed. Let go of the skin on your neck. Let go of the skin on your face and your scalp. And just feel that sense of heaviness, a sense of melting into your mat. And even with this sense of being heavy, there's also a sense of lightness, almost as if you're floating above your mat. Now slowly begin to bring yourselves back. Bring some movement back into your body. Draw your knees in towards your chest. And then slowly roll onto your right side. And take a long, slow, deep inhalation and a long, slow, complete exhalation. And then slowly come up to come in a comfortable seated position in the Sukhasana. Bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.